Good afternoon, everyone, and welcome to Live at 4 on this Thursday. And it's nice to not being able to drive on the moon anymore.
I agree.
You know?
I know. The big thaw continues. The roads are getting better, but the fog is a big issue today.
It really is.
We'll get an update on that in just a second. But here's what's making news this Thursday. The state assembly passes new restrictions on abortion with a twist. Will Keneally explains what that is.
We are learning more on what happened that caused Janesville police officers to shoot a dog.
And the president makes a visit to far northern Wisconsin to announce a big investment in the area. Let's take a look outside today. It's still kind of gray and a little dreary. Fog, it doesn't, at least you can see the Capitol there, but
that's an improvement.
Fog continues to be an issue. Can you see me now are the weather words. Gary is out on the patio. Hi, Gary.
Hi, yeah, you can see me now. The fog really isn't too bad, but as we start to get closer to sunset, the temperatures start to drop, we get a little closer to the dew point, and the fog starts to develop pretty quickly. There are dense fog advisories already issued until 10 a.m. tomorrow morning west of, say, Platteville to Lone Rock to Wisconsin Dells. Now, Iowa County, around Dodgeville, Lafayette County, and then right along the Wisconsin-Illinois state line, dense fog advisories in effect until 6 p.m. as well as areas to the south till 9 p.m. closer to Lake Michigan. But these advisories may need to be extended depending on the fog. And you can kind of see in the middle, the fog isn't too bad. 2-mile visibility in Madison. Juneau right now, a 10-mile visibility, but Milwaukee, a 1/4-mile visibility, La Crosse, a 1/4-mile visibility, Prairie du Chien, Platteville. So it depends on where you are. But the thing that's kind of the wild card in all this, we're going to see some rain showers tonight. They're already starting to spread in from the southwest, already over southwestern Wisconsin, and you can see the effect that has on the visibilities right now. But that could also kind of wash out some of the fog for a time. Anyway, 6-hour future track radar shows rain showers through the evening. Low temperatures this morning, right around freezing. So we just continue to melt the snow, and that adds moisture to the air to create fog. And right now, temperatures are mainly in the middle 30s here in Dane County. We're still 35 Madison, 37 in Middleton, and 35 degrees in McFarland. Otherwise, look for temperatures right around 35 through the evening with rain showers developing and, again, some areas of fog. I'll time out the rain showers and see if there's any mix in the forecast as well in just a few minutes.
In the Capitol, the state assembly just approved a new restriction on abortion.
But the catch is it would put the ultimate decision on the change to you, the voter. Political reporter Will Keneally is here with a breakdown. Will?
Well, so if you remember back, we've been talking a lot about this 1849 abortion ban in Wisconsin. Now, a Dane County judge threw that out, leaving Wisconsin now with a 20-week abortion ban. Now, Republicans in the state legislature, though, they want to take that back to a ban after 14 weeks of pregnancy. Now, lawmakers say that a 14-week abortion ban would keep Wisconsin in line with similar bans.
Most European countries also limit abortions to the first trimester. Allowing abortion well into the second trimester is rare throughout the U.S. and the rest of the civilized world.
You know, I thought this was going to be a no-brainer because there is no way we are living in a free society if there is forced birth.
Now, Republicans have rushed to get this across the finish line because if this bill becomes law, like we mentioned before, it would actually put that 14-week abortion ban to a referendum vote. They're trying to get it on this April's ballot. That's when we in Wisconsin all vote for the presidential primary. Now, coming up, we'll have more from those arguments inside the chamber.
Will, thank you. A standing order from the Wisconsin Department of Health Services is making over-the-counter emergency birth control free for those on Badger Care Plus. It actually took effect yesterday. It applies to only generic brands of Plan B covered by Medicaid. Previously, Badger Care Plus only covered OTC emergency contraception and daily contraception if the person buying had a prescription from a healthcare provider.
You know, it happens on the weekends. It happens when you potentially can't get to the doctor, you can't get a prescription written. Now they can just come to a pharmacy, pick it up off the shelf, and bring it to the pharmacist, and it'll be paid for.
Emergency contraception delays or prevents ovulation to prevent pregnancy when taken 72 hours after unprotected intercourse. The DHS plans to work with pharmacists to ensure that the order goes into effect across the state. The Janesville Police Department is speaking more today about an incident yesterday morning that led to an officer shooting and killing a dog. Another dog was tasered in that encounter.
Our Maddie Heimsch spoke with a Janesville police sergeant about what he calls a tragic outcome. Maddie?
Charlotte, Susan, Janesville police told me The officer was acting in self-defense when he shot and killed a German Shepherd that bit him. Sergeant Benjamin Thompson of the Janesville Police Department told me 99% of the time, calls for loose dogs result in a simple ride in a squad car to the Humane Society. But when the officer arrived at the scene on Wednesday, both dogs attacked him as he slipped and fell into a snowbank. He shot as they continued to attack.
You know, certainly this isn't the outcome that we wanted. You know, in a perfect world, the dogs would have hopped in the back of the squad car and we could have either taken them home or to the Humane Society.
Thompson said the second dog was captured by additional officers who successfully used a taser. It's now in a shelter. The officer involved in the incident was treated at a local hospital for minor injuries. Coming up on News 3 Now at 5, we'll learn more about the incident and what happens next when police respond to aggressive animals.
We will see you at 5, Maddie. Thank you. President Joe Biden made a stop in Wisconsin this afternoon, visiting Superior to promote his investments in infrastructure. He made an unannounced stop at the Blatnick Bridge, which connects Superior with Duluth. The administration is spending $1 billion from the bipartisan infrastructure law to renovate the bridge. The president next stopped at the Earth Rider Brewery in Superior, where he touted new numbers from the Commerce Department that showed economic growth of 3.1% last year, and said his administration had improved the U.S. economy, something he said Donald Trump did not do.
He chose a different course. Trickle-down economics. Cut taxes for the very wealthy and big corporations, increasing the deficit significantly.
The president later stopped at a local firehouse. Democratic leaders in Wisconsin have stressed the importance of President Biden visiting the state. Hillary Clinton's defeat in 2016 was blamed in part on the fact that she never campaigned in Wisconsin after winning the Democratic nomination.
Israel today accused the World Health Organization of collusion with Hamas by ignoring Israeli evidence of the terrorist use of hospitals in the Gaza Strip. The Israeli ambassador told the WHO's executive board that there could not be health care in the Palestinian territory when Hamas embeds itself in hospitals and uses human shields, and said the WHO chooses to ignore it time and time again. But the World Health Organization's Director General defended his group and was moved to tears as he spoke about the current situation in Gaza.
Struggling to speak because the situation is beyond words. Thank you very much.
The WHO director then said there are solutions available to stop the war, but there isn't the will to do so.
Former President Donald Trump went from the campaign trail to the courtroom today. He spent less than 5 minutes on the witness stand in the trial that will decide defamation damages for his comments about writer E. Jean Carroll. The suit is asking for over $10 million for remarks the former president made in 2019 when Carroll first accused him of sexual assault. Testifying in his own defense, Trump said he 100% stands by his deposition in which he claimed not to know Carroll and called her mentally sick. Jurors in Michigan heard opening statements today in the trial of Jennifer Crumley. She is the mother of the teenager who opened fire in a high school 2 years ago.
She faces 4 counts of involuntary manslaughter for the students her son killed, the first case of its kind in the U.S. Elaine Quijano is at the Oakland County Courthouse in Michigan with the latest.
Jennifer Crumley didn't pull the trigger that day, but she is responsible for those deaths.
Prosecutors told jurors in opening statements they would prove Jennifer Crumley knew of her son's deteriorating mental health and did nothing to help him. They also accuse her and her husband of gross negligence in allowing their then 15-year-old son access to a gun. Both face 4 counts of involuntary manslaughter.
They didn't do any number of tragically small and easy things that would have prevented all of this from happening.
The shooter opened fire inside Oxford High School in November of 2021, killing 4 students.
Band-Aids don't stop bullet holes.
Defense attorney Shannon Smith began her opening statements quoting a Taylor Swift song. She put blame for gun access on the father, James Crumbley, and said school officials withheld important information about the shooter's mental health. She also promised Jennifer Crumbley would take the stand.
Jennifer Crumbley was a hyper-vigilant mother who cared more about her son than anything in the world.
The prosecution began calling witnesses, including a teacher who was shot.
Yep, so it entered here and exited here.
Jurors also heard from the school's vice principal, who found a victim in the hallway before coming face to face with the shooter. Prosecutors played surveillance video from inside the school as Jennifer Crumbley, sitting at the defense table, wept. Elaine Quijano, CBS News, Pontiac, Michigan.
The shooter pleaded guilty and is serving a life sentence. His father, James Crumbley, goes to trial in March.
Boeing 737 MAX 9 aircraft could soon be back in the air, maybe even as soon as tomorrow, after the FAA ordered them grounded following an incident where a door blew off an Alaska Airlines plane mid-flight. Boeing CEO Dave Calhoun returned to Capitol Hill, facing questions and concerns about the safety of his company's planes. Boeing ordered a safety stand-down today, pausing production at its Washington facility near Seattle. A Boeing whistleblower who has testified before lawmakers in the past raised questions about quality concerns.
The issue all along is that employees in these production facilities at Boeing have been rushed to do the work. The only thing surprising to us is we're so thankful that it wasn't a fatal crash. That's what we've been expecting.
Boeing says it's cooperating fully with the FAA and will work closely with our airline customers as they complete the required inspection procedures to safely return the 737-9 airplanes to service.
Well, some local moms are on a mission to do something good in the community.
You don't know about it, and I need to share it because it is one of my favorite things right now.
You've probably seen these 2 women popping up on your social media feeds before, and now we're getting the chance to talk to them in person. Meet Melissa and Katie of Everyday M&K. The 2 moms quit their jobs to blog full-time, sharing everything from recipes to affordable fashion to everyday life.
We both really want to be in charge of ourselves. We want to dictate what we do during the day. We want the freedom to be able to choose for ourselves what our day looks like, what our career looks like.
Well, the moms are on a mission to both inspire and help others. Coming up tonight on News 3 Now at 10, Josh Spreiter shares how they're using the power of social media to do something good.
Kind of inspiring to reinvent yourself like that. Well, fans and supporters of the Wisconsin Chamber Orchestra are in for quite a treat at the next performance.
The maestro himself, Andrew Sewell, will tell us about tomorrow night's performance and the special guest who will help make the music come alive. That's when Live at 4 returns.
At Gruber Law Offices, you pay us nothing until we win your case. We don't get paid until after you get paid. It costs you nothing to get the help you need after a serious accident. The call, free. The consultation, free. Our team can answer your questions and handle your concerns for free. Let our team get you the results and compensation you deserve. Gruber Law Offices. One call, that's all.
Salonpas, makers of powerful pain relief patches for 89 years, believes in continuous improvement, like rounded corners that resist peeling, with an array of active ingredients and sizes to relieve your pain. Salonpas, it's good medicine.
Your logo can identify your company, inspire your customers, and energize your team. We're 4imprint, and we can help your logo create moments that matter. Explore thousands of promotional products at 4imprint.com.
4imprint, for certain. We believe every baby deserves a healthy start. Yet many parents in our community are struggling to afford the basic necessities. You can help change that.
Please donate to the News 3 Now Community Baby Shower. Drop off infant care items at Babies and Beyond, Monday through Friday, 9 a.m. to 6 p.m. Visit channel3000.com for complete details. News 3 Now Community Baby Shower, sponsored by Viridian Homes and Dave Jones.
Get
ready, Madison. Madison Magazine's Winter Restaurant Week is here. Over 40 restaurants will showcase 3-course meals from $30 with 15 restaurants serving lunch. Plus, enjoy the perfect pairings with wine and more from E&J Gallo. Check our online guide on MadisonMagazine.com to see which places offer takeout and dine-in. Save the dates, January 22nd through the 26th. Madison Magazine's Winter Restaurant Week, where good times and great meals come together. Presenting sponsor, the Keep Wisconsin Warm Cool Fund, and supporting sponsor, Roth Cheese.
Want a flatter, tighter tummy? Then check out new Ab EX from Sono Bello.
Doctor, after my pregnancies, my body just never bounced back. I had this stomach overhang that made me really self-conscious.
It's not your fault. That stubborn fat and excess skin is very difficult to get rid of with diet and exercise alone.
That's exactly why I went to Sono Bello. I really trust their team of experts, and I finally got the flat stomach I had always wanted.
Introducing Ab EX from Sono Bello. Remove fat and lose excess skin permanently in just one visit.
Ab EX is a great alternative to a tummy tuck because that overhang you mentioned becomes flat and tight fast with minimal downtime.
Schedule your free, no-obligation consultation now to learn more about Ab EX by Sono Bello. Call 1-888-285-6876 or go to sonobello.com.
You're watching News 3 Now, live at 4.
Welcome back. There's only 10 games left for the Badger women's hockey team.
Now, this final stretch is going to be an uphill battle, facing both Minnesota and Ohio State, who are ranked in the top 5. This team has yet to lose in 2024 and are clicking on and off the ice. On this week's taping of the Wisconsin Huddle, Lacey Eden and Caroline Harvey praised the chemistry this team has built and has been a driving factor for their success this season.
We have a very young team, but just them being able to get that experience from the first half of the season and learn from it and focus on what they need to focus on going into the second half of the season. And we've just really connected as a team and put the pieces together. We've been playing pretty well so far.
If you'd like to see the entire interview with Eden and Harvey, just make sure to tune in to the Wisconsin Huddle show tonight. That's at 6:30, right after News 3 Now at 6.
Parents may be able to save more on their taxes or get a bigger refund this year if Congress approves proposed changes to the child tax credit. Currently, if you have children under 17, you may be eligible to claim a tax credit of up to $2,000 per child when you file your returns. $1,600 of that credit is refundable, meaning that you can get the money even if you don't earn enough to owe taxes. Under the proposal, the $2,000 annual credit would increase by the inflation rate, and the refundable portion would increase to $1,800 for tax year 2023 and then climb higher over the next 2 years.
The proposed changes to the tax credit would really benefit the lower 40% of earners. And by some measures, we look at the numbers as they stand today, and it looks like 19 million American children who would have qualified under these proposed changes don't qualify for the full tax credit under the current system.
The changes would result in an estimated $680 tax cut on average, but it's not clear if Congress will get it done in time for the 2023 filing season. News of strong U.S. economic growth buoyed Wall Street today. The Dow Industrials gained more than 242 points. The Nasdaq gained 28, and the S&P 500 closed up 25 for its 5th straight record close. The Wisconsin Chamber Orchestra is performing the second concert of its indoor masterwork season tomorrow night.
Norwegian Fantasy features a world-renowned guest violinist from Ukraine.
Vladislava Luchenko made her debut with the Kyiv Philharmonic Orchestra at the age of 11. Is that true?
That's true.
That is incredible. She's here along with the music director of the Wisconsin Chamber Orchestra, Maestro Andrew Sewell. Great to see you both.
Good to see you too.
Welcome to Madison.
Thank you.
Is this your first time here?
Yes.
Tell us a little bit about yourself. Where in Ukraine did you grow up?
I grew up in Kyiv, in the capital, and studied there until I was 18 in this special school for gifted children. And then I moved to Europe, lived in different countries, studied, played, toured, yeah, almost everywhere in this world.
But if you played with the Philharmonic at 11, you must have known you had a gift early on.
Well, I think I knew that I will be the violinist in age of 3. So I told my mom, you know, I'm violinist, so you have to buy me violin. That's what I did.
Okay, so tell us about how you guys collaborated.
Well, this is an interesting story because I was thinking about, I heard this piece and I thought, it's a piece that I didn't know, this Fantasy Norwegian. So I looked it up on the internet and found this wonderful recording of Vladislava performing it, and I thought, she's incredible, let's get her here. And then I found out that that's how it went. So she's now living in Switzerland and is concertmaster of the Bean Theatre Orchestra. And when she's not concertmaster, she's concertizing all over the Europe and now in America, and we're so delighted to introduce her to the audience. And first rehearsal last night was fantastic, and we're very excited.
That is very exciting.
Me too.
Yeah, it's wonderful.
If you didn't know what it is, I guarantee you that a lot of other people don't know what it is.
Well, here's the thing, the composer is very well known, and there's a very well-known concerto called Symphony Espagnole, which is a huge work for violin and orchestra that everyone thinks is by Lalo, is what we do. But this is a concertante work, something smaller, 17 minutes. It's more like a showpiece for violin and orchestra, and it just no one really knows it very well. And you have a wonderful story about it as well, how you came to actually know the piece. She was told she was going to play it at the conservatoire that she was at. Is that correct?
Yes, we had this project of recording all the works by Lalo among the soloists of Queen Elizabeth Chapel, which is like a school for soloists.
Very famous school, by the way.
Yeah.
For gifted musicians, I'll just put that in there. In Belgium.
So we had this beautiful project, and I was kind of assigned those 4 pieces, unknown pieces, which I discovered during, well, the preparation. And since then I play them, I love them, and it's too bad people don't know them. So I'm really grateful you picked that up, and we can show it to a Wisconsin audience.
You know, not only is this piece, this performance is going to be so special, but talk about the violin that you are currently playing right now.
It's Francesco Gobetti violin from approximately 1710.
Wow.
So
And this is on loan.
Mm.
How does someone get that? Like, I can't be calling like, hey, can I borrow your violin? So
well, there is another story behind that. I was actually so desperate to find really beautiful instrument. I played Strats, I played Guadagnini's, all top instruments, but for a very short time. And then at some point I didn't have a violin, so I was asking sponsor, like, could you buy me the violin? Not expecting anything at all. And the guy just was so surprised. He said, yes, okay, I buy you the violin.
Wow.
Oh my gosh. That was unbelievable.
Wow.
It's a private citizen.
Sponsor. It doesn't belong to me, of course, but I'm happy to play this wonderful instrument.
Wow. Well, it is wonderful to have you here. Do you still have family in Kyiv?
Yes, I do.
And
my
how
parents,
is everyone doing?
You know, what is strange thing to say, they getting used to the war.
Wow.
It's like, oh, another missiles flying in direction Kyiv. Right, they recognize by sound, they recognize you know, what it is. It's bizarre. But well, I'm very grateful that my family is relatively safe. They're not in Kyiv exactly, they're like in a safer place.
Wow.
But well, our life is different now, that's
well,
for sure.
We're so thankful to hear that and glad to have you here. Have a wonderful concert. Maestro, thanks for being here.
It's a pleasure.
Thank you for bringing her here and discovering her. This is great.
Norwegian Fantasy is tomorrow night in the Capitol Theater of the Overture Center. The concert starts at 7:30, but before the concert, there will be a pre-concert talk with Maestro Sewell and Vladislava. That starts at 6 p.m. and is free. For tickets to the concert, go to WCOconcerts.org.
Thank you both so much.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Well, there are many ways to take your tea with sugar, milk, maybe even lemon.
But a U.S. scientist says if you want the perfect cup of tea, you have to mix in something else. And it's causing quite a controversy across the pond. We'll read the tea leaves on the story later on Live at 4.
Spas. The Swim Spa Hot Tub and Sauna Show is coming this weekend only at the arena at the Alliant Energy Center in Madison. Rows and rows of spas, hot tubs, and swim spas. The largest display in the state. Save up to 60% on all in-stock models. This weekend only at the arena at the Alliant Energy Center in Madison.
Did you know that 53% of your home's heat is lost through the walls and attic? That's why your house is so cold every winter. USA Premium Foam Insulation in your walls keeps the cold air out and your warm air in. Our foam is up to 35% more efficient than traditional insulation, and it gets into places other insulations can't. We've made over 100,000 homes more comfortable. Stop freezing and start saving with USA Insulation.
USA Insulation.
There's a reason big dental bills often come as a shock, because sometimes you don't realize what's not covered until you get the bill. That's why affordable dental insurance from Physicians Mutual is important. It can give you benefits that go beyond what you get from more limited coverage plans. Because no one likes a big dental bill, especially if you're retired or on a fixed income. For a free information kit, call or go online now. This isn't some discount plan or preventive-only coverage. This is real dental insurance that helps cover over 350 procedures, like cleanings, fillings, crowns, bridges, root canals, even dentures, at any dentist you want. Dental insurance from Physicians Mutual Insurance Company helps cover preventive care, basic work, and major procedures, with no deductibles and no annual maximum. For your free information kit with all the details, call now or visit sendinfokit.com.
Physicians Mutual, Physicians Mutual.
This right here is confidence in a bottle. It makes me feel so much more confident than I've ever felt.
They are some of the hottest videos on social media. Those videos claiming to instantly get rid of bags under your eyes. Annette Figueroa is here to tell us why she says this one is for real.
This one is for real, and I'm so excited. We even have a video, and all he uses is a small amount on a clean, dry face. And what it does is it tightens and lifts the appearance of bags underneath your eyes. And I did this to my father. We were at home, so we applied it to his under eye bags, and let me tell you, we were so excited. In under 10 minutes, they visibly disappeared from view, and now it is literally part of both of our daily routines. And not only does it work on the bags, it works on the appearance of crow's feet, fine lines, and wrinkles.
This new year is the best time to try Plexiderm at our startup price of only $14.95. Your solution is at plexidermtrial.com or call the number on your screen.
Spas. The Swim Spa Hot Tub and Sauna Show is coming this weekend only at the arena at the Alliant Energy Center in Madison. Rows and rows of spas, hot tubs, and swim spas. The largest display in the state. Save up to 60% on all in-stock models. This weekend only at the arena at the Alliant Energy Center in Madison.
Take a look at this and what may be the most beautifully shot roadside maintenance video ever. Road crews in Northern California were tasked with cleaning up a large rock slide blocking a rural roadway. But why just clean it up when you can blow it up first? Dynamite helped make the debris a little smaller, which in turn made it easier for the crews to move all of that out.
It does look pretty, but you think our roads have been tough.
Right. Yeah, I deal with the ice and the ruts rather than boulders.
Yeah,
on the highway,
it's melting fast though, and that's causing a lot of fog.
Yeah, but there's still plenty of snow and ice out there, so it's going to be a while before we can get rid of the fog. It'll continue through the weekend, and we'll also see some rain showers. I'll have your full first horn forecast in just a couple of minutes.
Winter in Wisconsin means snow, blustering winds, and sub-zero temperatures. Will your insulation keep your home warm? Fry Construction can help. We're your roofing and insulation pros. We'll find cracks and air paths in your insulation that are letting in the icy cold and hindering your comfort. With our thermal imaging and our cutting-edge insulation techniques, your home will be warm and energy efficient for years to come. Visit fryconstruction.com today for your free thermal imaging consultation and save 24% on select insulation services.
The monsters of destruction are coming, and coming with a vengeance. Redneck Rampage against the Grain, War Wizard, Double Trouble, and the Veteran are ready to put on one heck of a show. Plus, Freestyle Motocross is back. X-Games rider Willie Elam and friends with action you don't want to miss. Day and night shows ready to blow your mind. Every ticket is a pit pass. Come early to meet the drivers. Take a ride in a real monster truck. Don't miss the Monsters of Destruction at the Alliant Energy Center February 3rd and 4th. Get your tickets now at monstersofdestruction.com.
Sure, you can come for the fun, but you'll stay for the food.
And the brews. And of course, our famous fish fry.
And it's all right here at the Middleton Sport Bowl, one of Middleton's original neighborhood bar and grills, with daily lunch, dinner, and drink specials. Middleton Sport Bowl on University Avenue, just east of Park Street.
Another year of yo-yo dieting? Not this year. Hit reset and make a permanent change with permanent fat removal by Sono Bello.
With Sono Bello, day one, all my unwanted body fat gone.
These are my favorite pair of jeans that I couldn't even button up. Look how flat my stomach is. I couldn't believe it was just gone.
I saw the results immediately. And this is the best I have felt since I was in my 20s.
Real women everywhere are transforming their bodies permanently. Sono Bello is not a fad diet or boot camp workout. It's a simple, proven way to remove stubborn body fat permanently and in just one visit.
I'm so happy I just put this dress on that I haven't worn in over 10 years.
If you are looking for physical results and positive emotional results, please run, don't walk to your nearest Sono Bello.
Ready to hit reset? Find out how you can save $250 off instantly. Call now or go to sonobello.com.
News 3 Now First Warn Weather is brought to you by Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor.
Discover a shopping and design experience as comfortable as the furniture. Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor. Schedule your free design consultation today.
Well, guess what? More fog, more mild temperatures, more rain showers. 3 things you need to know in our forecast. Look for that fog to continue through the weekend. It may be thinned out at times when it's raining. That's, it kind of mixes up the air, moves it around a little bit more. But otherwise, we're going to see off and on fog through the weekend. We'll also see those rain showers tonight and tomorrow. Now, areas north of Madison could see a bit of a mix between rain and snow, but temperature should still be above freezing, so there'll be little or no snow accumulations. That mild weather will continue with above normal temperatures now expected through much of the first week of February. You can see on high-resolution Doppler radar raining pretty steadily through Crawford County, Grant County, basically west of Platteville to Lancaster, right along Highway 61 west of there raining. East of there, showers will be starting over the next few hours. You can see the progression of the showers from southwest to northeast. A little wider radar perspective shows plenty of rain downstream. So once it starts, we'll be seeing rain through much of the evening, and 6-hour future track radar shows mainly rain. Now, there could be a few spots where temperatures are closer to freezing, where there might be a little bit of snow mixed in. For us, most of that would occur later tonight into tomorrow during the day. Fog, also a problem right now. Madison visibility 2 miles. There's kind of this hole here in the middle where there's not as much fog. Very thick fog near Lake Michigan, Milwaukee down to 1/8 of a mile visibility. Dubuque, Iowa, 0 visibility. 1/4 mile in La Crosse. So that fog will expand with time. You can see on future track visibility, at times visibilities will be fine. Other times in other places, visibilities will be less than a mile. So it just depends on where you are at any given time. So even though it may look fine now, you drive an hour or so and all of a sudden the fog is back. So be prepared for some thick fog at times, but not a continuous fog. These are all the dense fog advisories in effect. They stretch from New York and Pennsylvania all the way back into South Dakota, Nebraska, Kansas, into the panhandles of Oklahoma and Texas. We are not alone in the fog. Plenty of clouds, but notice the upper level winds almost from south to north. So that just continues to feed moisture over that snowpack that we have on the ground here, and that's why we're dealing with fog down to the south, some showers and thunderstorms, but very little snow that you see on the map here. Temperatures are mild across most of the country. So dense fog advisory in effect from now through 10 a.m. tomorrow morning, west of Platteville to Lone Rock to Wisconsin Dulles line, from around Dodgeville and then down near the Illinois state line. There's also a dense fog advisory through 6 p.m. and then till 9 p.m. near the Lake Michigan shoreline. But we'll see if those advisories need to be extended. Planning your night, starting at around 9 o'clock. Temperatures mid-30s, mainly rain. That continues through the night. But notice as we get toward tomorrow morning, as temperatures starting to drop off into the lower lower 30s in spots, and that's where we could see a little bit of a mix of rain and snow showers. Plan to unite across Dane County, 33 for the low in Middleton, 33 in Verona, and 33 in Windsor. Across the rest of southern Wisconsin, low 34 in Monroe, 35 in Baraboo, and 35 in Wautoma. Tomorrow, more fog, some more rain showers, maybe a little bit of a mix north of Madison with a high in town of 36 degrees. First one, 7 to 10 day forecast. Temperatures upper 30s for highs, so that means we're just going to melt more snow. Nighttime low temperatures be right around freezing, a little colder as we get into the first part of next week. There could even be a couple of snow showers Monday night, but I've just pushed the 40s back a little bit, but still, Jimmy probably won't see a shadow. I think there'll be enough cloud cover there. And then mainly rain showers next weekend, although there could be a little snow mixed in at night. But we'll melt that snow gradually, but as long as we continue to do so, we'll see some fog.
Don't worry, we got your back on Jimmy.
Okay.
Yes.
Yeah. Always and forever, Gary.
Gary's favorite thing.
I know.
Ever.
I know. We got you.
Thanks.
Well, the last time the British and Americans had a major tea dispute was over a party in Boston.
Now a U.S. scientist is stirring up debate, claiming that the Brits are missing a key ingredient for the perfect cup of tea. Ian Lee reports.
Trouble is brewing over the best brew.
Well, the secret ingredient that set off all the furor was salt.
The tussle over tea started when U.S. scientist Michelle Frankel made the salty suggestion.
And that you could add a pinch of salt to remove some of the bitterness from tea.
But it's leaving a bitter taste in Britain.
Ew. Yeah, that just sounds weird.
Rubbish. Frankel's proper pot, outlined in her new book, is steeped in science.
There's recent research that shows that the sodium ions, they block the bitter receptors, so you can sort of tell your tongue not to taste the bitter.
The tempest in a teapot triggered a diplomatic dispute. The U.S. Embassy in London tweeted, "The unthinkable notion of adding salt to Britain's national drink is not official U.S. policy." But cheekily added, tea is made in a microwave, not a kettle, rubbing salt in an old wound.
To show how to make a real cup of tea.
You don't need a microwave to make a cup of tea. All you need is a naked flame, tea bag, sugar.
Frankel knows the battle between tradition and science is causing quite a stir, but she's pouring it on.
You know, if you want a taste of tea that's a little less bitter, try that pinch of salt.
A storm in a teacup that'll keep boiling across the Atlantic. Ian Lee, CBS News, London.
What do you think?
Everything in the kitchen sink in the cup of tea?
I can't imagine it would be good. It's worth a try.
Yeah,
Might
just a
try
little
it.
pinch.
Yeah.
Right, just a little pinch and see what happens. All right, next we go center stage with a preview of Sun Prairie's production of Little Mermaid.
And then coming up next hour at 5, we stay in Sun Prairie where there is a move to replace the beloved Jimmy the Groundhog. We'll have that story coming up at the top of the hour.
Now is the best time to buy new Champion windows, because when you buy 2, you get 2 free.
Hurry, Champion's Buy 2, Get 2 free sale is for a limited time.
That's a great deal. Thanks.
Call 888-4CHAMPION or schedule your free in-home estimate online today.
It's the annual RV show and sale you don't want to miss at Interstate RV, February 2nd through the 4th. Great RV show pricing, just up the road. Highway 51, Poinet.
Imagine trying to take on one of the big car companies. It's not easy. Yet this year, one local law firm finalized the largest compensatory verdict in state history against an automaker, over $38 million. And it was no fluke. That same firm has been holding big car companies accountable for faulty designs that cause injury for over 50 years. Because Wisconsinites know who to call when it's a must-win scenario. They call Habish, and Rotier. National reputation, hometown service.
The biggest and best RV event in the Midwest is back. It's the Madison Camper and RV Show and Sale. See a huge selection of RVs and campgrounds under one roof. Meet Gilbert Brown, Gridiron Great. Tickets just $10 and kids are free. Seniors, you're welcome at half price on Friday. Enjoy the great outdoors at the Madison Camper and RV Show and Sale at the Alliant Energy Center Friday through Sunday, February 2nd, 3rd, and 4th.
This is Kathy. She's about to see her dentist. She's afraid. Not because of the drill, but because of the bill. A big bill. But Kathy doesn't need to be afraid, and neither do you, thanks to affordable dental insurance from Physicians Mutual Insurance Company. It's easy to get this coverage. Don't believe me? Call or go online for all the details. You could even have this free information kit. This isn't a discount plan or preventive-only coverage. This is real dental insurance. It helps pay for over 400 procedures. That's a lot. I'm talking cleanings, fillings, crowns, bridges, root canals, even dentures. Bottom line, you'll have help paying for routine care and expensive major work. But if you want deductibles, forget it. There aren't any. No annual maximum either. Plus, you can see any dentist you want. Stop fearing the big bill. Start saving at the dentist. Call now or go to sendinfokit.com.
Physicians Mutual, Physicians Mutual.
The Emmy Award-winning News 3 Now this morning, weekdays.
New at 5, a Janesville officer shoots and kills a dog, then tases another. Tonight on News 3 Now, we look at what led to the shocking incident.
Expect more fog and rain showers from tonight through Friday. The showers could be mixed with a little snow north of Madison and will end Friday night, but the fog will stick around through the weekend. At 5, I'll let you know how much rain to expect.
And ahead at 6, Braden Ross is on site at one of Madison's next housing complexes. What sets this project apart from the rest? We'll check out the plans tonight at 6.
Boy, this makes you feel warmer just looking at it, doesn't it?
Let's go.
That's the Santa Monica Pier in Santa Monica, California. Actually, it's not that warm today. It's only 60 degrees.
But I don't see parkas on the pier.
No, you don't. Nice, clear blue sky.
A magical world under the sea is coming to life on the stage in Sun Prairie.
The Little Mermaid was originally published in 1836 by Hans Christian Andersen. But most people, of course, know the story from Disney's animated movie.
The Sun Prairie East Theater Department is performing that show tomorrow through February 4th. Let's go center stage for a preview of The Little Mermaid.
There you see her, sitting there across the way. She don't got a lot to say, but there's something about her. And you don't know why, but you're dying to try. I wanna kiss the girl.
It's a really large cast. We have 35 students in it, and then we have about 15 in the pit, and then another 30 that have helped with crew. So a big production that's coming all together with lots of help.
Sha-la-la-la-la-la, my oh my, look like that boy too shy, ain't gonna kiss the girl. Sha-la-la-la-la-la, ain't that sad, ain't it a shame? Too bad he's gonna miss the girl.
You know, I really ought to know your name, and maybe I could guess it. Alexandria? Annabelle? Beatrice?
Ariel, her name is Ariel.
Ariel? Ariel. Hey, that's kind of pretty.
Sebastian and Scuttle, who's the bird and the crab, are currently trying to create the right kind of mood for Prince Eric and Ariel to kiss. The reason why they want them to kiss so bad is because Ursula, the sea witch, has put a curse on Ariel where she lost her voice, and if she does not make the prince fall in love with her in 3 days, her soul will be taken by Ursula. So this is the last day, and this is our final attempt of trying to get them to kiss.
She don't say a word, and she won't say a word until you kiss the girl.
I really love music, and the community also is so amazing. Everyone's so supportive of each other, and it's just so much fun because you just get to express yourself and let it all out on stage, and it's so much fun.
La 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 la, don't stop now, don't try to hide it. How you wanna kiss the girl? Sha la 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 la, float along and listen.
Like Connor mentioned too, like it's really high energy. It's a super fun show and a classic that the kids will notice and kind of sing along to the songs. And there's some new ones that are super fun. We have lots of really cool tech aspects, like the lights are super fun and super different than some other things. And it's Disney, so you can't go wrong with it. It's always fun.
You've got to kiss the girl. Go on and kiss the girl. Oh, kiss the girl.
Wow, what a voice, huh? The Little Mermaid at Sun Prairie East will be performed tomorrow and Saturday, January 26th and 27th, as well as February 2nd at 7 p.m. And then January 28th and February 4th are matinee performances at 2 p.m. All performances will take place at the Sun Prairie East Performing Arts Center. Break a leg, everybody.
Well, it really goes without saying, the ability to hear is essential.
And it's absolutely life-changing for those who are losing that. Dr. Zorba Pastor is here today to share some promising news on that front when Live at 4 continues.
Spas. The Swim Spa Hot Tub and Sauna Show is coming this weekend only at the arena at the Alliant Energy Center in Madison. Rows and rows of spas, hot tubs, and swim spas. The largest display in the state. Save up to 60% on all in-stock models. This weekend only at the arena at the Alliant Energy Center in Madison.
Attention railroaders, if you're a current or former railroad worker and have been diagnosed with cancer, call 1-800-LAW-HELP. Your cancer may be linked to the type of work you did, the conditions you worked under, or the chemicals to which you were exposed. Federal law requires the railroad to protect its workers from these dangers and to compensate them for injuries or illnesses that develop as a result. If you or your loved one are a current or former railroad worker diagnosed with any form of cancer, you may be entitled to substantial compensation. Call 1-800-LAW-HELP now.
A logo can do more than identify your company. It can connect in meaningful ways, energize your team, and inspire your customers. We're 4imprint, and we know your logo on the right product can create moments that matter. With 30 years of experience and thousands of products to choose from, we guarantee your order will be right the first time, on time, and for a great price. Be certain that the right moments will matter. Explore thousands of promotional products at 4imprint.com.
4imprint, for certain.
There's no telling what the next Wisconsin Lottery scratch game will bring. It's Miss Pac-Man, the new $3 instant scratch game based on the classic arcade game. Scratch each start position in the grid and follow the directions of the symbols. If your path runs into a bonus symbol or ends at a prize spot, you could win up to $30,000. Instant scratch games from the Wisconsin Lottery. Odds are you'll like them.
Are you sick of the areas in your home being cold in the winter or hot in the summer? Your house is a complete system of components that need to work together, similar to the human body. Just like us, your home needs to breathe too. If we're letting our home breathe fresh air, we'll be healthier and regulate our temperature better. Wouldn't it be great if we could show you all the areas needing improvement in just minutes without tearing the house apart? That is what our thermal imaging does for you. It'll show the temperature differences in areas of air exchange. Then you'll know what areas need to be improved, just like going to the doctor, except these doctors do house calls. This will also help in preventing the entrance of harmful pollutants inside your home. You can now easily bring down the energy bill and have a safe and durable home environment with Fry Construction. Visit fryconstruction.com to schedule your free thermal imaging consultation and save 24% on select insulation services.
Spas. The Swim Spa Hot Tub and Sauna Show is coming this weekend only at the arena at the Alliant Energy Center in Madison. Rows and rows of spas, hot tubs, and swim spas. The largest display in the state. Save up to 60% on all in-stock models. This weekend only at the arena at the Alliant Energy Center in Madison.
Well, on our first warn traffic, the Beltline not looking too good. We got delays eastbound from near Stoughton Road, almost all the way back to Verona Road. So traffic moving pretty slowly there. Not seeing any issues on I-3990 down to the south or I-94 eastward toward Milwaukee, north of Madison. The main highways, I-3990, 94, and US 151 look to be in pretty good shape north of Dane County. That's your news for now. First warn traffic.
Recent research about the value of hearing aids has made a lot of people's ears actually perk up.
Studies have linked them to a reduced risk of dementia and even a longer life.
But barriers do remain, including the cost and not being covered by insurance. So Dr. Zorba Pastor is here for his weekly visit. Welcome back.
Good to hear, guys. Good to be here.
Okay, so
well,
what are we going to do?
The importance of hearing aids cannot be underestimated. It's really, really important. It's a reduction, we think, in dementia. We think there's an overall, you reduce the risk of death because you can hear better, you begin to interact with people, makes you better, and it only turns out that maybe 5 to 10% of people who need hearing aids actually get hearing aids. So what's the barrier? Money.
I'm surprised they're not covered by your insurance.
Right. Well, you know,
why is that?
Well, first of all, probably Medicare, when it was put into place, didn't initially cover hearing aids. And why? I don't know. You know, you'd have to ask, you know, the people who negotiated Medicare. They really
so
should
many
be covered.
people are affected by it.
Exactly, totally. And we know now people are less likely to fall when they actually have hearing aids. They interact with others, and the problem is, what do we do about it? Now, there are over-the-counter hearing aids, which are not hearing aids, they're amplifiers. So we call them hearing aids, but they overall will not do what a professional hearing aid will do. But they'll work for some people.
I've never experienced this before, so what's the difference, can people tell, between the amplifier and a hearing aid?
Well, what happens is when you get a hearing aid from some, you know, a manufacturer that manufactures hearing aids, then only those frequencies that you need are amplified. And when you get a hearing aid over the counter, basically more things are amplified. They're better. They're going to be better as time goes on, just like our smartphones are better and everything else. So the over-the-counter ones will eventually get better. But right now, they're kind of at their preliminary stage, but they're so much better than nothing.
Right.
That's the main point. And the other thing is, if you're going to get a professional hearing aid, shop around. There are some stores, I could mention the name of it, but it is a big box store that sells lots of things, and their hearing aids, they probably are responsible for half the hearing aids in the country right now because they actually cost 50% less than almost every other hearing aid on the market.
Oh, wow.
That is amazing.
That is amazing. You can shop around, right?
Sometimes you have to kind of nudge a loved one to get checked for their hearing. What are the signs that you might need a hearing evaluation?
Well, they're not interacting when you go to a restaurant. They're withdrawing from you. They're just not interacting. They're not doing things. They keep on saying, what do you mean? What do you say? And then they feel bad. And the nudge really is important. And people don't like to wear them because of vanity. It's not just money. It's that, oh, I'm not going to wear a hearing aid. I'll look old. And most people wear hearing aids are old. So get over it. You look old because you are old. Get a hearing aid.
How do you convince people, though, who you know need them and they are just stuck in their ways?
I'll tell you, first of all, you sort of encourage them, and there's a price issue. Shop around and say, look, it's not really as bad. Then look at some of the over-the-counter hearing aids and see if they work, and just nudge them. How do you convince people when they should do something that's good for their health? You know, sometimes it takes a little TLC. That's what it does.
Because it would make your life better.
Much better. You might live longer, and you might be able to use your brain more, and those are all really important things. Very much so. Yep.
All right.
Got me.
Yeah, but you don't need one. That's right.
Thank you very much.
It's a pleasure
Thanks,
to be here.
Good to see you.
We're back after this.
When your door is always open, so is the fridge. With Pick and Save, you get the same great prices, deals, and rewards, whether you shop in-store, pickup, or delivery. That's a win-win-win. Pick and Save, fresh for everyone.
We believe every baby deserves a healthy start. Yet many parents in our community are struggling to afford the basic necessities. You can help change that.
Please donate to the News 3 Now Community Baby Shower. Drop off infant care items at Babies and Beyond, Monday through Friday, 9 a.m. to 6 p.m. Visit channel3000.com for complete details. News 3 Now Community Baby Shower, sponsored by Viridian Homes and Dave Jones.
Your logo can identify your company, inspire your customers, and energize your team. We're 4imprint, and we can help your logo create moments that matter. Explore thousands of promotional products at 4imprint.com.
4imprint, for certain.
Save big on your entire kitchen upgrade at Menards. Clearview cabinetry is flexible by design, so you can go from doors to drawers for storage that works at every stage. And the style is so easy to update. You can do it in a snap, meaning you don't have to remodel your space to make it work even better. Right now, save on these Stoughton kitchen cabinets. Pick them up for only $3,249. Save big on Clearview cabinetry now at Menards.
Save big money at Menards.
When your door is always open, so is the fridge. With Pick and Save, you get the same great prices, deals, and rewards, whether you shop in-store, pickup, or delivery. That's a win-win-win. Pick and Save, fresh for everyone.
New at 5, a Janesville officer shot and killed a dog, then tased another. We look at what led up to the shocking incident. Then Republicans in the Assembly aim to shrink the time frame on abortions. We recap the latest arguments coming up next.
Tonight at 10,
Meet local moms on a mission to do something good.
We both really have a heart for helping people.
I'll show you how they're using social media savvy to inform and inspire others in stressful times. Tonight at 10.
Well, live view of high-resolution radar shows rain now spreading into areas just west of Dane County. Over the next 6 hours, you're going to see it cover pretty much most of southern Wisconsin. And there'll also be some areas of fog. Visibility now down to 0 at the Baraboo Dells Airport, 2 miles in Madison, but areas out to the west generally less than a half mile. We're seeing dense fog advisory until 10 a.m. tomorrow morning west of Platteville to Lone Rock to Wisconsin Dells line.
All right, Gary, thank you. Tomorrow on Live at 4, how a mistake results in an avalanche of McNuggets.
And a preview of the new movie Junction. It is a tragic tale of the opioid crisis. That's coming up tomorrow on Live at 4.
Find inspiration at the Build and Remodel Expo, sponsored by James Hardy. Meet local experts showcasing the latest innovations in home building and remodeling. Visit buildremodelexpo.com for details.
The Madison Camper and RV Show and Sale is back. Enjoy the great outdoors at the Alliant Energy Center Friday through Sunday, February 2nd, 3rd, and 4th.
Want a flatter, tighter tummy? Then check out new Ab EX from Sono Bello.
Doctor, after my pregnancies, my body just never bounced back. I had this stomach overhang that made me really self-conscious.
It's not your fault. That stubborn fat and excess skin is very difficult to get rid of with diet and exercise alone.
That's exactly why I went to Sono Bello. I really trust their team of experts, and I finally got the flat stomach I had always wanted.
Introducing Ab EX from Sono Bello. Remove fat and lose excess skin permanently in just one visit.
Ab EX is a great alternative to a tummy tuck because that overhang you mentioned becomes flat and tight fast with minimal downtime.
Schedule your free, no-obligation consultation now to learn more about Ab EX by Sono Bello. Call 1-888-285-6876 or go to sonobello.com.
In a Class 3 casino, you're playing against the house, so there's no guarantee a player has to win, ever. And in a Class 2 casino, the players play against each other and not the house, so someone always wins.
So you're saying... He's saying if you want to win at something, you have to go to Ho Chunk Gaming Madison, a Class 2 casino where someone has to win. How about this then?
Ho Chunk Gaming Madison.
A logo can do more than identify your company. It can connect in meaningful ways, energize your team, and inspire your customers. We're 4imprint, and we know your logo on the right product can create moments that matter. With 30 years of experience and thousands of products to choose from, we guarantee your order will be right the first time, on time, and for a great price. Be certain that the right moments will matter. Explore thousands of promotional products at 4imprint.com.
4imprint, for certain.
Donate blankets to our neighbors in need during Recycle the Warmth.
Today in our final touch, solving a puzzle, but not just any puzzle.
If you're a dissectologist, that's the term used to describe people who enjoy doing puzzles, then here's one for you. Experts in Scotland have spent weeks working on scattered pieces of what's been dubbed a 2,000-year-old jigsaw puzzle. Found in 1906 in more than 100 broken brass fragments. This ancient Roman soldier arm guard has been painstakingly reconstructed and will soon headline a British Museum exhibition on Roman military life.
A dissectologist.
Dissectologist. Now you learned something today.
I was just going to say, for our next trivia contest. Thanks for watching, everybody. That'll do it for us today at 4. News 3 Now at 5 starts right now.